Hang on a minute. One of the bad things about being on a CPAP machine sometimes, I still get a little phlegm in my throat every now and then when I wake up in the morning. Um, how's everybody doing? What's up? I think it's Wednesday, isn't it? But okay, coming up on the premiere of Doctor Who Series 2 coming very shortly. And of course, the bitching resumes. And I just now saw a bunch of the April Fool's posts finally came up in my Instagram. And I'm like, okay, where was this the day it came out? I'm like, oh, where was this post, a week ago? But yeah, it was kind of nice yesterday. We still got out a little early to a parts issue, but sadly, from what I heard, that line is running full bore again, so we'll probably be here all day today. Unless we're otherwise notified, we will be working this Saturday. We're going to be doing the Omega Files live the following Saturday because one of the problems with doing the show on the same day is we had to leave people out because, the show, they don't get a chance to watch the show, everybody at the same time. Everyone has lives, everyone has issues, and things like that. So that's why we started doing it a week later. That way we know everybody's seen the show. Everyone's had a chance to watch it multiple times. That way we can, compile notes and then have a, nice, calm discussion about it. And nice and calm. Oh God, I wish some of the comments I've been seeing were nice and calm. Oh my, I love that still. Like I said, it just amazes me. It's like there's nobody going, there's very few people going, well, it's like you're afraid to come out and say you're happy Doctor Who's still here. Because you'll be dogpiled on by a bunch of bitter buttholes. It's like, oh, great, Mark, where are you getting this stuff? I'm sorry, Lewis, but I got some bad news for you. Because of the tariffs, bottled farts are now $5. Ha! Okay. Apparently, Dr. Gay is supposed to be an insult again. I haven't heard anybody called gay in an insulting manner since I was at high school. I thought everybody went back to queer. I don't. It's just the language shifts so much these days. I don't even bother to keep track of it anymore. I know a lot of people like to binge watch. What's the difference? I thought maybe your spelling thing on your phone just went haywire. It just seems to be the thing these days. Nobody wants, out there. I'm talking about people in general out there in the universe. What's going to happen 100 years from now when everyone's counting on their phones to tell them everything, but nobody's probably still alive who actually remembers to do any damn thing? Then AI will really take over. But imagine that the human race was wiped out due to a mistake by autocorrect. But yeah, new series coming up. Everybody's excited. Everybody's a little angsty. Of course, you got the usual suspects out there whining, complaining, and bitching about stuff that hasn't even aired yet. I'm not kidding. It's like, if you think it's just Doctor Who, as I said before, go look at the reviews for Fallout. Hit TV show, hundreds of millions of views, awards out the yin yang, fan praise from everywhere, but then you always got that handful of people who are whining and bitching because they're going to go to New Vegas and ruin it. Folks, New Vegas came out how long ago? It's like they're killing West Coast Fallout. I'm like, wow, where have I heard that tune before? Like, I know, that's why I die laugh when you got all these guys out there standing in front of cars for global warming. I got some bad news for you. The human race is going to be long gone before the temperature exceeds the amount we can survive it anyway. It's like, I'm sorry, it's like people don't think. It's like, guys, we got Apophis coming here in about a decade. I'd be more worried about that. I'd be more worried about every time we go through the torrid meteor shower. I'd be more worried about, because when you sit back and think, back in 1908, you had the Tunguska blast, which they believed to have been, an airburst, airburst meteorite. That thing wiped out how many miles of forest? If that had gone off over a city, it'd been like a nuclear bomb. Except you didn't get the joy of the fallout, but still. So, I don't know why everybody's worried about global warming. I'm more worried about what's going to come out of the meteor shower. I'm more worried about Apophis coming in a few years. Mark, where are you reading this stuff? Doctor Who magazine? I don't know. I'm trying not to get too far ahead. I don't want to do the thing where I sit here, read and everything, and then I know it's going to happen. Because that's what I mean. I haven't really been digging into it, because this time around, I actually, I've gotten pretty used to just not knowing what's going to happen. So I've decided, I'm not going to just dig into it. Why? Because also there's a good chance they're fooling you and you don't like it. Come on, we knew there were going to be bone creatures anyway. You saw them in the trailer. Trust me, I don't think mankind's going to get a chance to launch nukes at one another. Like I said, I'm not worried about nuclear war anymore. Sooner or later, Mother Nature in one form or another is going to say, okay, that's it. Everybody out of the pool. And you're done. That's the end of it. It's so enjoy what you have while you have it. I like that. We need to convert everything over. It's like, okay, and the problem is the wind never always blows, the sun never always shines, and where do you expect your electricity to come from? Oh, by the way, little Mother Earth Greta, she's popping up everywhere like a lawn gnome, and yet how do you think she gets anywhere? She's getting jetted everywhere. The day you show up to your protests on a bicycle after having rode a few thousand miles, then I'll listen to you. But okay. Yeah, it could be like, they're going to do the Gods of Ragnarok. They did appear once. I was all the way back in Greatest Show in the Galaxy. But the problem is after the way RTD handled Sutek, there was mentions of Omega and all that. I'm really hoping no. I don't want to see it go down the same way. They completely screwed up Sutek. They turned him into a big jackal, and they made him out to be a dog, and then took him out for walkies. And I'm like, really? So Sutek, the god of death, just sat there and watched as Ruby Sunday ran up and clipped the thing onto his collar. Didn't vapor to ashes, didn't, just kind of sat there like, okay, let's go for walkies. That's like finding out back in the day you can wipe out one of your, you can get a killer move on Mortal Kombat just by hitting one button. It's like, there's nothing wrong with a surname like Gurney. Gurneys have had a proud history in the medical profession. Yeah, well, they're trying to go for the jackal-headed god look on Sutek, and because that's what Anubis and all that actually looks like and stuff like that. But I kind of liked it. I thought it was neat, but at the same time, I'm like, so you've just been humping the back of the TARDIS for the past few centuries, like somebody's leg. It's like, have you been whizzing on it like a fire hydrant too? It's like, it's, oh. Well, the thing is, look at what happened the last time we had a series where we went away from classic villains for one season. Everybody threw shit fits because they introduced new villains. I agree. When I went back and I rewatched that episode again, I'm like, I rated this one that high? That's another reason why we're going to start doing these. Oh, we're going to keep doing these a week later, because I really want to have multiple watches on an episode so I can catch it in perspective. It's because even I was like, huh? Because then I finally pictured it. They took the God of Death for walkies. Oh, through the time vortex that he's been hanging on the back of the TARDIS through for how many centuries? And it killed him. Yeah, but in a way, I kind of don't blame them, because they did overuse the Daleks quite a bit. It got to the point they were being turned into a comedic villain more than a threatening one. That's what I loved about what Chibnall did. Chibnall made the Daleks scary again. Yep, and then Moffat did the same thing. It's like, and then the whole Parliament of the Daleks thing, I'm like, wow, so that means there's a Dalek Prime Minister. Does that mean there was a Dalek King and Queen somewhere off in the distance? And, where's the Dalek MPs? Where's... But I don't know, the whole supernatural angle, I'm really not catching on to it either. I'm like, this is Doctor Who, not Supernatural. Yeah, the Toy Maker was a bit too camp, but at the same time, I really love that actor, so... Say, Neil Patrick Harris is a hell of an actor and entertainer, so I couldn't put it down too much. I was never a big, like I said, I pretty much liked him in most stuff he's in. Like I said, I never watched that How I Met Your Mother shit, but no, I look too much like a young Dr. Evil to be the Master. I'm sorry, just ugh. That'd be a combination of Grizzly Adams and Dr. Evil. Grizzly Evil, there we go. Yeah, like I said, I never watched The Big Bang Theory, but I would say if you've never watched The Big Bang Theory, go watch Young Sheldon. You don't have to watch Big Bang Theory to enjoy it because it reminds me so much of things in my own family. It's like, I was never as brilliant as Sheldon, no way in hell, but well, folks, I just glanced at the time. It's about time for me to start running in. So please be kind, be calm, be safe. Enjoy the rest of your day. I will attempt to enjoy mine. They'll all be locked into this prison of purgatory of whatever, blah, 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 working for the man every night and day and rolling on the river. So take care, everyone. We'll catch y'all tomorrow. Be kind, be calm, be safe. Until then, ta ta.